Dear friends, Madam Rajavi, honourable colleagues, thank you for inviting me to this important online summit on Iran. And it's an honour and privilege to join Iranians in Iran and across the world and the distinguished speakers we've heard today to express solidarity with all the people of Iran and to call on the international community and the West to adopt a firm policy towards the regime. Now, in the coming days, world leaders and ambassadors will gather for the annual United Nations General Assembly in New York. Whether the meetings take place in person or virtually, there should be three pressing issues on the agenda with regards to Iran. First, extending the expiring UN arms embargo on Iran. Second, reimposing all United Nations Security Council resolutions and international sanctions against the regime in Tehran. A statement on Iran initiated by the International Committee of Parliamentarians for a Democratic Iran, together with the British Committee for Iran Freedom, and already supported by over 200 parliamentarians from the United Kingdom, 14 other European and Arabic countries, urged the European and Arabic governments to do just that in order to secure the world peace and regional stability, as both are being threatened by the regime in Tehran. Allowing the regime in Tehran to legally buy conventional and sophisticated weapons from Russia and China, and to continue to advance its ballistic missile and nuclear programs will not bring about peace in our lifetimes, contrary to the illusion of some European diplomats, experts, media, and proponents of the nuclear deal. Appeasing the theocratic leaders in Tehran by overlooking their breaches of their obligations under the nuclear deal will not bring about moderation or reforms to the benefit of the Iranian people. Which brings us to the third issue that must be on the agenda of world leaders in New York, which is also the title of our online summit today: Time to hold Iran's regime accountable. And to do that, the international community should agree to and establish an independent international inquiry into the 1988 massacre of 30,000 political prisoners and other urgent human rights cases in Iran in this year's United Nations General Assembly resolution on Iran. I urge the UK government to work with our American allies to secure such an accountability process with the aim of prosecuting those regime officials responsible at an international tribunal. It's clear that the time has come to stand with the people of Iran and their resistance movement, the NCRI, and its leader, Madam Rajavi, because they present the Iranian alternative that is viable in the long term and provides a solution to the serious concerns and problems with the regime in Iran. If world leaders gathering in New York need any further motivation to muster the political courage to take the tough decisions and make the right policy changes, I advise them to look to the brave people of Iran. They are showing extraordinary courage as they take to the streets to challenge the regime's repressive policies and repression, often paying the highest price for demanding changes, as we have seen, people being executed merely for protesting. It is time the international community stands with the people of Iran and their organised resistance movement for change, the NCRI, and they have now the chance to do so in New York. Thank you for giving me the opportunity of speaking, and I look forward to a free and democratic Iran led by President-elect Madam Rajavi.